this is the last and final screen, and this is how the computer, which admin program, you know, genius, programming guru, top of the top, came up with. This is how the system actually comes up with your rank, and if you know 1-2 maths, you could come up with it yourself. Alright, so the first thing that is done from the last screen, which I emphasize, is the division. Basically, you're placed into a subsection based on your frequency, which is the first two groups, and then another two subgroups actually based on your penalty rates. Refer back to the last screen if you need clarification on that, but I drill it in, so you should be good. The next thing, here's a new part of the rank system, and it's called a score. The reason why the score came about is because we want to take both your frequency and your love ratios into account. Reason being is that the more you play, the more sixes you're exposed to. And you could win a lot of games or you can lose a lot of games, but this is all related in the sense that if you play 2 game and you drop 2 love compared to someone who played 200 games and dropped 2 love, we need to have a weight on that, because this person who just played 2 games, them fresh. So how can we accurately judge them just based on the amount of loves drop if we're not taking their frequency into account? Another thing we're taking into account is not just your love ratio, which is based on how many games you win compared to how many games you lose, but how many different people are you dropping 6 on? Because you can keep dropping 6 on the same person over and over, whereas I think an incident with Mr. Georgie and Jayut, who was Jayut 77, I believe, who was at the top of the stats on the front page with his Bandulu accounts, basically would go on the table and use 2 computers to drop love on the same person over and over. Please do not do this. The system doesn't lie. We're gonna find you out. Jamdam jury in full effect. We reenact the game and we delete the accounts them. We have everything logged. Don't embarrass yourself like how me I embarrass him in this video that is gonna be played for the world. So we want to see that you drop love on different people, because why? That's going to prove that you're a good player all around. If you drop love on the same account, we're going to investigate your account for suspicious activity and you will be removed. Okay, so your score is based on these 3 factors. It's a weight. It's your overall how good you are, and it's calculated by multiplying your frequency, your love ratio, and your diverse love ratio all together. Simple maths, people. Multiply it. If you get a decimal, round up. If it's 0.5, you round up, or if it's 0.4 and less, you round down. Simple things. Don't bust your brain. Alright, so once you're in, figure out your rank division, each person in that division gets a score. And then we sort all the players based on their score, from the highest score at the top of the division to the lowest score at the bottom. But if more than one player has the same score, then the individual statistics of both players are compared, such as their actual love ratio, their actual diverse ratio, their frequency, and all those other things you see like round proficiency, speed, but in the order that you see them on the statistics chart. So let's say we're dealing with a player who plays more than the average player, so 2.0 frequency and above, and they also have quit rates that are both less than 2%. So they'll be in the first division. Then we get their score, which let's say it's about 50. But let's say 2 people in this same division have a score of 50. Now the next thing we have to do is actually look to see what is the actual value of their love ratio, the first thing we look at, or their diverse love ratio if these are both the same, and then their frequency, etc., until we go down the list to find out who has the better stat. The person with the better stat goes on top, and that's how we get the actual order of the rank when you're in your particular division. Again, it's not for the weak at heart or for the slow-minded, but that's exactly how the rank works, and it should explain any uncertainties or any questions that you have in your mind. So no bother ball out admin when you see me. Sometimes I just want to get a game, you know. I need to clear my mind because all this code drives me crazy. Alright people, look out for the other tutorials. Me gone, me done. Enjoy. Later.